Morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today is 2nd May 2006 and I'm reaching you from my studio. This is 6:29 p.m. being Saturday. Now, I just want to speak about the Igbo nation. Now, it will interest you to know that Igbo people are not just occupying the 13 states that made up South, and Southeast. The 5 states in Southeast and the 6 states in South all have Igbo community in them. But do you know one funny thing? It will interest you to know that Igbos can also be found in Yoruba land. Anywhere you see Igbo, Ijebu, this Igbo in Yoruba land, they are Igbo speaking people. So Igbo tribe is not just in the 13 states in Nigeria. Igbo cut across more states than the 13 states. Now, do you remember when the Oba of Ife came up and was telling us about the Obatala festival? He did told us that there's a house in Ife called Igbo something. And what they do in Yoruba land, they come up with what we call the Obatala festival. And that festival is a festival of wealth. That means we have indigenous Igbos in Yoruba land. I employ the Yoruba people to begin to do what I call a DNA test, run a DNA test to know your true origin. Yes, I said so. I, Ben Nade, says Yorubas should begin to run a DNA test on themselves to ascertain where they came from. Because you can't tell me that we will come to Yoruba land to practice the Obatala festival, the festival of wealth, according to the Oni of Ife. And when we are done, we will not return back to Igbo land. No. So Igbos are not just in 13 states within South, and Southeast. Igbos are in Yoruba land and they're indigenous in Yoruba land. I say so. Igbos are indigenous in Yoruba land. The Oni said so. The Oni of Ife said so. So, we have the majority and the number to make a difference and to change the narrative in the Nigerian context. Why do I say so? We cannot be playing class citizen in the country we own and in the country we are majority. Yes. Yorubas, Igbos are in your land and they're indigenous in that land. Is Yogo.
Time immemorial, before creation of humanity, it has been like that in terms of celebration of wealth. But to the glory of God, a particular race actually discovered it first. And the truth be told, the race that first discovered prosperity and wealth, and they really nurtured it, are the Igbo race. The Igbos first discovered it through their ancestral background, the lineage of Obatala, discovered the prosperity and wealth in terms of the divinity world. And that's the reason why today the race of Igbo people, they're very, very particular and they have very good expertise when it comes to commerce. They are very distinct all over the world. There is no place in the world that you will go that you won't find an Igbo man. And the same goes with the Jews. There is this mistake that the world usually make. They make this mistake that the Igbos came from the Jews. No, it is the other way around. The truth be told, the first human race that existed was the Igbos before the Jews. And we were all living together at the center of tropical rainforest, which is the heart of the whole thing, the land of expansion. We were all living together as one big happy family before they started moving clockwise. They started moving towards the eastern part of the world, where they started settling. So the race of the Jews and the Igbos are very similar, but the Igbos are way older than the Jews. They are both commercially driven. They are both enterprise in nature. They are both driven by wealth, because that is their ancestral belief. That's the race they belong to. In Nigerian economy today and the entire black race, if you don't give honor to the Igbos in terms of commerce and trade, you are just deceiving yourself. So the truth be told, let us go back to our history, where we all came from. Ideally, the Igbos are supposed to join us to celebrate this festival, because it belongs to them and the entire